Hello everyone. Okay, so this is the third video of this series where today we'll try to discuss on LRDI part. So what we'll do, we'll discuss four questions of LRDI from CAT 19 first slot. That means we are discussing one of the set of LRDI which has appeared in CAT 19. Right, so let's directly move to the set. Now, it's given a new game show on TV has 100 boxes numbered 1 to 100. So let's say I have boxes available from 1 to 100, assuming box number 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes up to 100, right? Now, each containing a mystery prize. The prizes are items of different type A, B, C up to something in decreasing order of values. The most expensive item is of type A, a diamond ring, and there is exactly one of these. So now here it's given the type A is nothing but exactly one, and that is the most expensive one, right? And the others are in the decreasing order. That means B, then C, D, E. They are lesser expensive as compared to A. You are told that the number of items at least double as you move to the next type. So here, if you consider, I know it's a maximum minima format. So the basic rule of maximum minima is nothing but whenever it says at least, at most, that means we are talking about the maximum and minima format, right? So we need to always peep on these kind of terms. If I have at least, also at most. So maximum minima, the basic rule is if I want to minimize something, I have to maximize the other values. Also, if I have to maximize one thing, I have to minimize the other values here. So what is my possibility here? The value of B, or else the number of elements of type B minimum. If I'm talking about minimum here, let's talk about minimum here, will be nothing but 2, right? Because it's given that from A, if we move towards B, it will be twice, at least twice. And maximum, see, it's already given that there are 100 boxes available. That means 100 items are there. That is maximum. I'll just mark this thing so that you can identify. Here it's minimum 1 as well as maximum 1 here. But if you consider this, if it's minimum 2, maximum it can be nothing but 99. Why maximum it's 99? Because I'll consider I have minimum, that is nothing but this part, right? Similarly, if you consider C, just try to identify this. C minimum will be how much? 4. It should be double of least, it should be double of this. And maximum it could be how much? Now maximum, if I'm talking about C, maximum it can be how much? Identify. If I want to maximize this part, I have to minimize the other two values here. So I have to minimize these two values. That's nothing but 3 here. That means maximum it can be nothing but 97 elements. Similarly, suppose if I'm talking about D, it will be minimum double of this part. That means this will be 8, and maximum it will be nothing but I'll remove the minimum from minimum of the other values here. That means 7, that means 93, and this process continues here, right? So that's the basic requirement in this case. There is no particular order in which the prizes are placed in the boxes. It's in the random format. So let's talk about the first one. What is the minimum possible number of different types of prizes? If I want to minimize my number of prizes, different number of prizes, I have to maximize the prizes here, right? Maximize a particular type of prize here. So you can identify from here that here I know that this is fixed, right? And 99 more prizes are there. So if I'll maximize B here, I know maximum B can be nothing but 99, 99 plus 100 prizes will be there. So I can say that minimum minimum it will be nothing but exactly two prices possible. So I can say minimum two prices will be possible here, right? So that is the basic logic of maximum minimum which you need to keep in mind. Maximum time, the basic requirement is if you want to maximize something you have to minimize other values. If you want to minimize something you'll have to maximize the other values here, right? Now let's see. So I'll directly move to the questions here. What is the maximum possible number of different type of prices? I want to maximize the different type of prices. That means I have to minimize the kind of or the number of prices there of a particular kind. So let's talk about this. I'll draw it again. I'm talking about minima and maxima here. A, I know it's something but 1 and 1. B is nothing but 2, and maximum it is supposed to be nothing but how much? Maximum it is supposed to be nothing but 99. Similarly, C it will be nothing but 4, and this value will be nothing but 93. And similarly, sorry, not 93, it's 97 here. Similarly, D it is supposed to be 8, and this value is supposed to be 93, and this process continues. So what is the maximum possible number of different type of prices? If I want to maximize the different type of prices, I should have minimum number of elements of that particular kind of prices. That means I'll be dealing with these kind of numbers. I should have A, which has only one price, B which will have two prices, C will have four prices, D will have 8 prices, E will have how much? E will have let's consider, correct, so E will have suppose let's take double of this one, so it will get 16, and then F will consider, right, so that's something but 32, right? So total number of prices, if we'll add these values, also it's basically the formula is 2n minus 1, right? So here it's 64 minus 1, also it's something but 63, right? So I have utilized 63. So after that it should be if you can say G minimum should be 64, so, which is not possible because the number of prices will exceed 100 here. That means now I know this figure is but 1, and whatever is remaining is nothing but 37 prices which can be distributed among them, right? Or else I can say instead of 32 here it will be 32 plus 37. It does not make any difference. That means I can say this one can still have 69 values available. Now if we'll add overall values I'm going 100. So in other sense I can say I'll have to minimize the other values and I can maximize this part for the time being, right? So that my overall summation should be nothing but 100 here. So now I can identify how many prices are there. I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 till F6 prices are there. So I can say at most I can have 6 different type of prices possible here, right? Let's see the next one. So next one is again, but it's not theta, it's an option based format here. So let's see. So datas are same, so I'll just dictate the datas again. A new game show which has 1 to 100 boxes in a row and different prices. A to many values are there, where A is the most expensive one and exactly one value, and others will be at least double of the previous one. So which of the following is not possible they are talking about? There are exactly 30 items of type B, right? So I'll just mark so that you can identify. Suppose I have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I have marked till G for the timing, but as we have seen till F it's possible here, right? So there are exactly 30 items of type B. It's possible or not, let's check. I know it's 1 here, let's take this one as 30, right? And this value should be more than double of this, right? So 31 is there. If I have 69, that means I can still say that 30 is possible here. So this is possible. They have asked which one is not possible, right? There are exactly 75 items of type E, right? So now let's mark this one. So if it's A, B, C, D, E, F, let's keep this one as 75, right? So I can take this one as 1, assuming, then this is 2, 4, right? Now let's see how many are over. So 75 plus these 82 are over. 82 are over, that means the remaining is nothing but 18, which is still possible because it satisfies my condition. This figure is more than double of this one, and I can say this figure is more than double of this one. So that means this value is also possible. This is possible, this is possible. Then there are exactly 60 items of type D. There are 60 items of type D. Let's see it's possible or not. A, B, C, D, E, F, right? Let's keep this one as 1. This is 60, right? So let's keep this one as 2 for the time being. So now 63 is over 37. Instead of 2, let's take this one as 10 for the time being. Then how many are there? 60, 70, 71, right? So 71, that means 29. So still 60 is possible. So this is also possible here, right? Now next one, there are exactly 45 items of type C. So that means these three are possible. That means this one will not be possible here. But let's check. So it's given A, B, C, D, E, F, right? A, B, C, D, E, F is there. 45 of type C. Suppose 45. I'll keep this one as 45. If I'll keep this one as 1, and let's keep only 3 elements are there. So that is never possible here, right? Suppose I have more elements, that means this will be more than double of this. That means assuming this is 90, right? So 90 plus 45, it is exceeding 100. This is never possible. So this is not possible. So my value is supposed to be this one. There are exactly 45 items of type C. So normally if it's a maximum minimum format, that is normally easy. So you should always try to attempt those kind of sets. Next one, same data. Let's continue with this. You ask for the type of item in box 45. Suppose I'm talking about box 45 here. Instead of being given a direct answer, you were told that there are 31 of the same type as box 45 in the box from 1 to 44, right? Let's say I'm talking about any other type, 1 to 44. Let's say type X. So 1 to 44, that means including this, I have all together how many? 32 items are there, right? 32 items are there, right? Then it's given so 31 items of the same type as box 45 in box 1 to 44, and 43 items of same type as box 45 in boxes 46 to 100. So if we'll consider 46 to 100 also, right? So 46 to 100, right? So 43 items. That means that particular type how many values are there, what is the maximum, they're talking about what is the max possible number of different types of items available. So that particular type now is how much. Here if we'll add these values, that's something but 75 items are already gone. So since 75 items are already gone, remaining are 25 items here, right? So now I have to check how many different type of items are possible, maximum, right? I want to maximize this value. So let's check. So as we know that if I want to I know this is 75, I want to maximize the number of different items. That means I have to minimize the types of items, or else the number of items of every type. So I know it's nothing but 1. B, I'm minimizing, so it will be 2. C, it will be nothing but 4. D, it will be 8. If we'll add these values for the time being, right? So the value is how much? 15, right? And 10 more is required. That means if we'll take I need to have minimum 16, which is not possible here, right? So now here the remaining 10 will be adjusted somewhere, or else let's say I'll directly take that one here. That means I'll keep this one as 18 altogether, right? So that's why it should have 25, and then next value is nothing but here, which is nothing but 75. It will satisfy each and every condition. This value is at least double of this, this value is at least double of this value is at least double of this, and this figure is at least double of this. So I should have altogether 5 elements available, right? So these are the few things which you need to keep in mind whenever you're dealing with the maximum minimum format. If you want to maximize something, you have to minimize the other values. If you want to minimize something, you have to maximize the other elements there. That's all for today. Thank you.